Okay, welcome to Practice 2 Part 2, how to make any shape frame that you want. So in this lesson here, I will show you how to create a maple leaf, or you could do an internet picture. I think I'll do an internet picture just because we might use those for our theme. So open up Photoshop and go File, New. Generally, depending on how big you want the frame to be, would be how big you create a new photo size. So create a new photo size. For this one, we'll do a 5x7 landscape, but actually we're going to change the 7 to a 5. So it's 5x5, it's a square. And we'll leave it at that, and I'll click OK. So you can see I'm working with a square format, and it's transparent background because it's checkerboard. So we'll use this one. So I'm going to go online, and we'll do the Twitter bird for this one. So use Google Images. Search up Twitter bird images, and to make sure you get a larger or higher quality image, you can go to Tools and Size and do at least large or larger than 2 megapixels. Will do. All right. So I'll click this one. It says it looks like it'll work. And then I'll view image. Sometimes it doesn't work and I'll have to redo it. So that one downloaded. So I will check my downloads and see if it's there. There it is there. Okay, that looks like. I'll save it to the desktop. I'll export it to the desktop. Should work. Clip art, desktop, it's a PNG. Let's change it to a JPEG. And it's there on the desktop. Alright, so I'll open that into Photoshop. And now I've got 2 tabs open. 1, 2. So I'll unsnap this tab, and I will push that image in. Doesn't fit the document size, so Edit, Transform, and Scale. Hold the Shift key down and push the corners inwards towards the center. Shift it so it's fitting now, that's small enough. Apply the transformation by hitting Apply. I have to get rid of the white around this item, so I'm going to use the magic wand. It's under the quick selection, so if quick selection is engaged, just make sure that magic wand is selected. What the magic wand does is select similar colored pixels. So what I'll do is click on the white, and I will hit delete, and I will remove any of the white around it. Could be other colors as well. Alright, deselect at the top. Get rid of those dotted lines. And I'm going to click one more time. I could change this to a solid white. I think a solid blue is going to work as well. Let's just say though that it had an outline. It can't have an outline. It has to be one solid color. So just for the sake, if it was like on Instagram, or if it was Snapchat Ghost that had a black outline, we would have to fill it. So I'm going to click the background, and then under the word select, I'm going to inverse the selection. So now everything that's selected is just the blue bird. I'm going to put this layer above. So we have a blank layer. There's nothing drawn in this layer, and then the Twitter bird is in layer 2. I'm going to select white paint, which is already selected, and I'm going to select the paint bucket, which is underneath the gradient. Paint bucket. And I'm going to fill this. Right, white. That would be if it was anything else that we were using for our theme. We have to make it one color for this to work. So we're going to deselect. I'm going to trash the bottom layer for now. And I'm left with just this white silhouette bird, Twitter bird. Alright, let's save this file. Save as, if I haven't saved it already, which I have not, so we'll call it Twitter 2, just in case I already have one, and then I will hit save on the desktop. Yep, click OK, maximize. And now I can minimize or close this file. And I can close this, I can close this, and I'll minimize my internet and close this. Alright, I need to draw a box where I want the Twitter shape to go. I can move it after, or I can scale it bigger after. It's fine. So I will draw a box, a frame. Sure, it's on the guidelines. And then I will place File, and I will place the Twitter inside. I'm not going to be able to see. It's white on white, but I'll show you what we can do. Where is it? Twitter 2. Something's in there. Let me just turn the background on. Alright, I realize I've already drawn a Twitter bird in that space, so I will just move this box up to here instead for now. Alright, use my white arrow, treat the Twitter picture as an image, and hold Shift and scale it so it fits inside the frame. Okay. And then up, make sure you're not clipping or cropping any part of the image. And then we are going to go under click away and then click back on it with the white arrow. Make sure it's selected, and then I believe you go object. Let's see, layer options, clipping path, options. Usually alpha or detect edges. We'll try detect edges first, and then click OK. So it didn't work. Let's try again. Click away. It must be the white arrow. Okay. Effects. Let's try alpha. There. So you want it selected all the way around, just like that. And then you're going to right click and convert clipping path to frame. It's done. It doesn't look like it's done, but if I hit delete, the frame is now in place. You know it's a picture frame because there is an X through it. So if I put a stroke around it, I can now place an image in there, and there's an X. I'll turn off the background just so you can see. There it is, X through it. So that is practice 2, part 2 on how to create pretty well any shape that you want. The last thing I can just remind you, in Photoshop, if you don't want to use internet pictures, there are custom built shapes in Photoshop under custom shape right here. And then here are some shapes as well. Some basic shapes that we could possibly use for our yearbook. All right, thanks for watching.